I have something that I call 5 C's of life. And if you know these 5 C's of life, you use this for everything. Anything I want to engage in, I want to look at. If I'm not seeing 5 C's of life in it, I don't see it as an important thing. That's my philosophy of existence. Right? So when I look at the book, I've seen that those 5 C's of life there. So this is very useful, this is very valuable. So it's something that one has to take with whole heart. What do I mean by 5 C's of life? The first C is a criteria. You can't just walk in life anyhow. You should have a criteria of working in life. You should have a criteria. Where is the criteria? What's that criteria? Quran and Hadith. That's the criteria. So you now compare. The other C is condition. Look at your condition, compare it to the criteria, and see whether they are in line. If they are not in line, then what are we talking about? Let me relate that. The first 2 C's, criteria, condition. This one, all of the words there being explained, each of them is a criterion. All of them are criteria. Meaning, student, for instance, I am a student. For you to open your mouth to say I'm a student, I will be dented. Or that I'm a student, and you have not achieved, that's the criteria of the benchmark. Oh, this one, the book has taught us the criteria. Now, what is the condition? Look at your condition. Are you a student? As told in the book that, oh, this is what a student or who a student should be. So compare it to, if there's a difference, then you should do something to making sure that you actualize that. Then you can see, yes, I'm a student. That means you are sacrificed enough. Look at it, you are sacrificed enough. You have been beaten by mosquitoes, maybe sometimes. You have this, you have that, sleepless nights, TV break and all that because of a goal you want to achieve. I've got it. And if you have done that, then there won't be any way the criteria will not be the same as condition. Condition will be the same as criteria. For example, I'm a student. Or you say, I'm a leader. When you say a leader, then we look at the content of the book, how it has been explained, right? Leadership. Are you a leader if you have not led in hardship? That everything is just smooth, you are not, you can see. I want to insert myself as an example here, right? You see, I'm waiting to enter the class now. I will still teach. Because what we do in a school is to teach. And you say you are a professor, you are leading a school, and you don't teach. You teach, right? You teach, you learn stuff and all that. Sometimes you sleep late, sometimes you wake up early, wanting to make one research or the other because you want to lead. And that is the way. And of course, a leader will ask for, what do the legs? No, we have the leader, we have the legs. What do the leg need? Right? So, like that is an example. So that means, what the book is doing is looking at the intent. That's what interests me most. Intent of those that brought those words in the first instance. Let me tell you a secret if you don't know. Anytime I want to come to the class to teach you, I teach you. I look at the intent. Any topic, I will look at the intent of those that brought the topic. For instance, mathematics. I'm just talking those that want to go for teaching. I'm part of the field, my practice teachers. I was okay, well, this is a topic in the syllabus given to us. This is a topic. They say Euclidean, for instance, algorithm. What is the intent of Euclid in detail? Why did he bring, what was he playing with and all that? Once I get the intent, that's all. I've gotten it all. Then by that, I also now sit down and begin to reflect about, oh, what he thought about, did he think well? Is he even correct? Are there some vacuums in the side, we call it gap, to be filled in this? By that, you can come up with something that is new too. And by that, you are a scholar in the word that set out from you. Something like that. So, leadership, what is the intent? They are combining together. And that is the hallmark of existence or of teaching, of life, of everything. The intent of, what is the intent? Another example is this, about intent. You say, in English, we say an infinite verb. Finite verb, infinite verb. We just almost explain it. Finite verb and infinite verb. I ask, why are they giving it the name? Finite verb, infinite verb. Finite, grammatically in English, is something that is temporary, something that has an end. Infinite, something that continues indefinitely. That's how we say Allah in His infinite mercies. So I look at it. When it's something that is temporary, they call it finite. Verb. Those verbs are verbs that are in their position temporarily. For infinite verbs will never change. Now examples. If you say go, go can change from go to went, can change to gone, right? So that means is only go temporarily. So there's a finite debt. But the moment you had a preposition to preceding a particular verb, it has made it infinite, because even if you want to report it 20 years to come, you say, I went home to see my dad 20 years ago. You see it to see. You won't say to saw because it was 20 years. So that means finite verb, what is in that position temporarily? Infinite, that continues to be. Once I now did, I think this is the intent that they have known in this, then it says, anytime, any day, when they ask you what is finite verb, you just, because I know the intent, I know the basis, the genesis, why it has been given that name in the basis. So that means, ask yourself, okay, why are they combining this and this? Once you can get that, then you work towards that. Now becomes what? The benchmark, the criteria. You now make sure that your condition works in line with that criteria. But if not, your condition is not in line with the criteria, then you ask for the cause. Is it because you are too much comfortable? Is it because you are not? Is it because you have reasons? That is the third C, the cause. So once you know the cause, why the criteria is not in line with the condition, then you know what? You look into the consequence. Because if really I'm not a student and I'm preparing for SSC, fail, and I don't want to fail, that's the consequence. That's the fourth C. So if you now understand the consequence and you don't want it to happen to you, you take corrective actions. I'll be at work seriously that I want to be a real student as explained by the book. We'll thank him once again. We say Jazak because he has actually assisted us. And the book is in line with our thoughts here at San Nujum schools. On this, I will say, Subhanakallah wa bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.